Welcome back to Skippers, presented by Owners Box of Fantasy Sports. Today's segment, once again, Monday Mailbag, answering your fantasy and regular baseball questions. Avery, Jared, Drew, and Tyler McKillop talking about the questions. Owners Box, play Owners Box, MLB 10 for all the baseball contests. And we got the football contest, too. You got a very big share, chance at some money here. Drew Brees, Drew 9 is the code in our contest. But we have big news.
Big news.
New sponsor on. We like baseball, but Jeremy also likes to shave his balls, right? Mm-hmm. And what product do you do that with?
Manscaped.
That is right. We like shaving our balls here. Manscaped, great products they got for us. Lawnmower 4.0. And we got a promo code for you, right?
Best promo code probably ever given to a company.
What's the promo code, Jeremy Roach?
Box.
Promo code BOX. What do we get with that? I have that, actually. You don't even have that. 20% off and free shipping with promo code BOX at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. T-Mac, into the question.
You've got mail.
The Reds have officially passed the Padres in the wild card race. What are our thoughts? What do you think's going to be the outcome?
Did you call this, Drew?
A couple of Monday mailbags ago, I said, hey, look out for the Reds. They're catching up to the Padres.
Okay.
Nice, Drew. I don't remember that.
I do not remember that.
Okay, we'll go back.
Maybe we'll have to go
I think
find
he
it.
said it, but it's like,
Okay.
yeah, like he's just looking at box scores.
We'll add a clip of it in the middle
Okay,
here.
yeah.
No, we probably
Yeah.
won't.
We'll just put a check mark, like a check mark beside Drew's head if it was true or not.
Yeah.
It's going to be ching right here.
I hope the Reds don't fucking make the wild card. I really
Why?
don't. Because I want to see the Padres-Dodgers. The Giants look like they're going to win the division.
Yeah, thank
They've
God.
been amazing.
Padres are falling apart.
I would love the Reds to knock out the Dodgers.
Man, though.
After that
Would they
trade.
even have a shot
Yeah?
going to Los Angeles and playing them? Like, who's throwing for the Reds? Who's throwing for the Reds? Castillo?
Yes.
I guess so.
Yes, for sure.
Sonny Gray?
No.
Oh, maybe Sonny Gray if he's healthy.
But even the Reds bullpen, like, they'd probably go 2 starters in that game.
Yeah,
right?
I think so too.
Because the bullpen isn't very good. So,
The Pods just fired their pitching coach, right?
T-Mac, God damn it, you took my point. Things are crumbling in San Diego right now.
they
did.
fired their coach. I saw
Pitching
something
coach, yeah.
small on that, but I didn't dig a little deeper
How
there.
do you fire your pitching coach in the midst of a...
Something must have
Playoff.
came
Playoff
out. You think
run.
something came out or the pitchers were just pissed at him or something?
No, he has to just be doing a poor job with the pitching staff.
How the fuck's he doing a poor job, though? Like, was he fucking teaching them wrong fundamentals? Like,
I mean,
these guys
they're-
are major league talent.
Yeah, they don't need to be taught fundamentals. They're
Yeah.
30 years old,
in
Jim.
the middle of the season. So why is it his fault?
Because, Jeremy, you can't fire players, but you can fire a coach. Send
Maybe they're
message
sending
to
a
the
message.
fellas.
Yeah, I think they need to get
Okay.
fire lit under their ass. And what really does a pitching coach do
I mean,
in the big leagues?
That's what I was going to say, too. I'm trying to think of the Jays, Walker. I was like, what the hell does he
it seems
do?
like every pitcher that goes there recently has gotten worse. So maybe firing the pitching coach was a good thing.
Well, I think the problem was they got a bunch of guys who were declining, like Blake Snell.
Yu Darvish hasn't been very good.
He was really good at the start of the year, though,
Yes.
and then kind of recently.
I mean-
but Blake Snell for sure was declining.
Musgrove.
Musgrove has been better this year
Yeah.
than last
Clevenger's
year.
been hurt.
Yeah, we haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't know.
Paddock's
It's a whole
getting
different
worse.
story, obviously, on the back end of what was happening. Maybe he was fucking
Sleeping with the
being
head coach's
maybe he
wife.
was being a bitch, right? Maybe he
Yeah.
was just being a whiny bitch, and they decided to get rid of him.
All right.
You can't have any whiny bitches in the clubhouse if you
No,
want to win,
definitely
right?
not. Definitely not.
Everyone knows that.
Maybe he made an offside comment.
Whoa.
I don't know. You never know.
Yeah, we don't know. I would like to find out.
That's what
though.
I'm saying here. Anything could have happened.
If anyone has insight, put it in the comments.
Please.
Padres insider.
Yes.
T-Mac, question 2.
I don't even want to ask this question because it just
It's not
brings
a
me
question.
pain. Or it's not even a
It's
question.
more of a statement.
Yeah,
but-
what are Miggy hits his 500th home run and maybe the worst Blue Jays game I've seen in my history of life.
That sucked to watch.
It sucked that it was at the Roger Center.
Did it? It's
Like, I
that,
wish he did it in Detroit.
It's like that
Yeah.
Verlander. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There was every at bat when he was in Detroit, all of the fans were standing up, and he just didn't hit it in like a 9-game homestand. But he comes. At least it's kind of close. Like
At least there were fans there.
yes, that is, imagine he hit it at the Rogers Center with no fans.
And then
How-
people are always going back to that clip, and it's just no fans
Yeah.
in 5 years. And we're
But it's like tough to see, like when Verlander threw his no hitter at the Rogers Center.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this sucks to watch. Didn't James Paxton do it too?
Yeah.
yeah.
Is he not he's hitting above 250 this year, right?
Miggy?
Yeah.
I believe so.
I don't know his
I mean,
numbers,
he's just
but he's
so-
been okay. Yeah,
He's just quietly one of the best players to ever play.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why
I
everyone,
think we're not gonna. appreciate him enough for maybe because we were kind of young at that point when he started, but Triple Crown winner, World Series in 2003, his 2 MVPs, 44 home runs in each of those seasons. He had 139 and 137 RBIs 3 times in his career. He's an OPS over 1,000, and then he's made $337 million.
It's kind of odd though, his like late career, like huge drop off compared to other guys of his caliber.
Yeah.
Just look at how his body got, though, right? He was never, when he came into the league with the Marlins, he was kind of like a young, frail body, and then he kind of got a little bigger. Heavy set. He wasn't playing third base anymore. He went to first, and that's when you start to see the decline a little bit.
Yeah.
But the bat was still kind of there.
Yeah, he's still going. I mean, the Tigers are shit. He's sort of lucky that they're bad.
Yes. If he was on a good franchise, he would have been traded somewhere shit probably at this point.
So he's got to play there for a long time. Everyone's sort of now tweeting we live in the past with him right now.
Yeah.
After he had a 500 home run, just how good he was. He was dominant when Detroit was good.
That was a fun
2012,
team.
2013 kind of.
Prince Fielder. That pitching staff was crazy too. Verlander, Scherzer, all of them.
David Price when he was back there.
Yeah.
Didn't pull out a World Series though.
Scherzer?
No, they
Remember
lost.
Scherzer?
Yeah, just said that. That was good.
Fuck, that was actually a really good team.
Hitting his 500th home run kind of reminded me of Frank Thomas. Remember when he hit his 500th home run with the Jays?
No, I don't.
No, I don't at all.
Oh, maybe I'm just a bit older than you guys.
Yeah, you are.
But no.
I'm sure I saw it, but it's not.
Yeah.
It didn't really move the needle for me. No. But I have a question for you guys. How many stolen bases do you think Miguel Cabrera has in
His career?
Yes.
I'm going to go 32.
Well, the number that came to my head was 36.
Okay, well, it's 39. You guys must have seen it.
Oh, my God.
You
No,
guys
we actually didn't.
are pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Speedster, Miggy,
39.
Not bad.
Oh,
All right.
no. Yeah.
T-Mac, this is the time for Drew to shine right here.
This makes no sense.
Question number 3.
I'm looking at Miggy's stats, and it's 18 years, and he's still hitting 250. I wouldn't even say he's at any fall.
He was always an average guy, right?
It's just the problem was he was so good.
Yeah,
and then
so good.
Yeah,
Dominant.
there was a time when he was hitting 330, 340.
I mean, for 4
Yeah.
years,
Yeah.
he hasn't been a fantasy guy.
Yeah.
He hasn't been
No,
rostered
yeah.
for 4 years.
Yeah.
I think he's rostered.
He doesn't have anyone to. He doesn't have anyone to drive in. He hasn't anyone to drive in for. A
That's
few
true.
Years
It could be, people could make a case that it was
He had scope.
Detroit's been
this
so
year
bad.
with them.
now.
Yeah.
He
Has
hasn't
really
been
had the
driving in
opportunity.
runs for years. He wasn't healthy for a little bit too. So.
Yeah, well, he did get hurt.
Anyways, I don't even know the content, the context of this question.
These guys are
but
so giddy to ask this
state it.
question.
the Little League World Series, we're doing no international, right?
Yes. Yeah. So
Fraud ass
How many
tournament.
teams?
Same amount of teams,
16?
I think.
Does that seem too much?
That seems too much.
Does
No,
seem too- no,
maybe 8 and 8.
16?
Yeah.
Thought I read 16 teams. It started. There's been a couple. I saw some lefty then absolutely
Yes.
destroying the league.
From,
he looks like
districts.
Chris Sale pitching.
Yes, he does. From districts, regionals, and the World Series, he's given up 1 hit or something.
What team?
And 100
One
strikeouts.
hit and 100
Or
touch-
3 hits and 100 strikeouts or
I
something.
think it's California. I could be
No,
wrong.
no, I thought it was South
okay,
Dakota.
California had that beast
South
of a
Dakota.
hitter.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's some
okay.
obscure state. So that has been awesome. But we want to talk about the sportsmanship. So this is what I was thinking. I don't know if you were thinking this too, Jeremy, but if Drew was on the mound in a Little League World Series and he gave up a home run, I think he would shake the other person's hand.
Would you do that, Drew?
If I was pitching and I gave up a home run, would I go shake their hand?
Yes.
When you're 12 years old.
Is that what they do in the Little League World Series?
Yes.
I wouldn't think to do it, but if that's what everyone else is doing, then I guess I would go do it.
Loser move.
Drew,
Loser move.
Drew. That's exactly what we thought Drew was going to answer.
Yes. So that was perfect. Those kids are losers.
Whoa.
They're losers.
Whoa.
Agreed,
Parents
agreed,
have
agreed.
They are not taught the same morals we were
Did you
taught.
just call me a
when we
loser?
played.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess, but those parents have raised their children wrong.
I don't understand how you could it's a game. It's still a game. It's
I
still
play-
a score.
There's
on
a
the
balance
scoreboard.
between hissy fits after
Yeah.
giving up a home run and going hey, great job. Way to hit that nuke off of me, bro. That's really cool.
I was 12. I was playing in the Cooperstown tournament. I hit 2 home runs and I got high fives around, and then I gave up a home run, and I was just not.
That's like a batter. Imagine we haven't seen it yet, and thank the Lord, we might one day. A batter gets
Struck out.
Yeah, struck out, and just goes to the pitcher. Man, you really got me there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you swing at a ball or something.
You take-
Oh my
you
God.
just bow to
you
him.
did the cap. Yeah.
Is the rule you have to go shake his hand?
No, there's no
Oh,
rule.
then
There's no rule.
Then I definitely would not
Nah,
go shake
I
his
don't
No,
hand.
but
know.
the pitcher would they were talking about it, and it was they were getting their ass kicked, right? They
I
were
don't
down
remember, but
14-0. He gives up a home run. He runs to home to shake his hand. It's like you're getting destroyed.
And this guy just hit
That's
a
the way of the world. It's like participation medals, shaking your opponent.
Mammoth
hey,
tank.
Drew's Frankie follow the leader there with that. If
Yes.
everyone else is
Yeah.
doing it, I'll
I
Yeah,
do
thought
it.
that was
know.
like the rule.
Everyone's
Like,
shaking
No.
hands.
What
No.
I'm saying is, I don't want to be the only pitcher that's not going to shake the guy's hand.
I would be that.
And then
I
they were-
know for sure T-Mac would be that guy.
And then they were
T-Mac
talking.
would motherfuck that guy around the bases too.
And then
at
they're-
12 years old, he'd be like, "You better fucking run." He wouldn't let him dilly dally.
And then they're talking about the coaches at the Little League World Series. They're a little off too. If you
They
haven't
are
noticed.
off. They're also like all in on 12-year-olds playing baseball. That how you know you're off a little bit.
Well,
right?
the guy threw a no hitter, and then the first thing
that was good.
I didn't think that was bad because he
No.
was walking towards the
They were
dugout,
walking
and
right
then
by
he
each
said
other.
he shook his hand. I didn't think it was that bad. I think it was a little bit more, I guess, blown up.
But people going on Twitter and saying this is such good sports.
Yeah.
Suck my dick. Like shut up. That stuff
It-
sucks.
It's just not.
It's just a way to farm
It's
clicks.
not sportsmanship.
Is it
No.
just? It's like a.
I think it's a way to get
it's
clicks
a
on
fake,
Twitter.
It's a
People-
fake way to It's not real. That's not what happens right now in my like. When I go to the field to watch a peewee or mosquito game, that's not what's happening.
No, there's
in our hometown.
There's
I'll
12
tell
year
you
olds.
that.
There's 12-year-olds hitting huge home runs off of each other, and it's awesome. And
there's some chirping going on.
Yeah.
You know.
maybe
but-
it's those. It's just soft.
Yeah.
I think they do it for the cameras, so maybe they're not actually that way, but it's tough, man. Yeah, it's a tough look. T-Mac, I want to know your thoughts on it.
Yeah, like there's no chance in hell I'm shaking anyone's hand.
It's
And
a high.
if I'm the coach, we talk about these coaches being a little off for that. But like, imagine them encouraging that. Like, hey, Billy, like, if the number 4 hitter's a tank, but like he hits one off, you make sure you congratulate him for that.
Yeah, sorry, that 3-1 fucking dick shot went 400 feet, but you got to go shake his hand.
The
now.
thing is these coaches are a little off, but they're like fake off, where they really are really intense. And like the best is when in the Little League World Series when the coaches are like actually mad at their team, but they know they're mic'd up, so they have to like somewhat be nice
they have
to their pitcher.
There has to be a teaching moment in all of their
there has to be a
madness, right?
teaching moment.
It can't go without
And
a
they're
teaching
like,
moment.
They're like giving digs, but they're also like, but you know what? It's okay.
but yeah, we'll learn. From
Yeah,
this,
we'll
right?
I couldn't do it.
No.
I've always thought about like
switching over in that year.
like
Coaching your kid.
Oh.
coaching young kids. They'd have to be at least.
Pitching.
You would think that 12, 13 years old, I'd be like, you know what, I can motherfuck some kids,
Yeah.
but I guess
Yeah.
you really can't.
Well, you probably can't without the mic on.
That's
I'm
not
sure
what-
these coaches were a lot different.
When we were in Little League, it wasn't like that.
What?
Right? Like the coaches were screaming at each other.
Yeah,
screaming
that's
at
what-
oh
the-
yeah,
yeah,
I got
players.
motherfucked all the time.
Yeah.
It was fun,
coaches
though.
The coaches would meet on the middle of the field and scream at each other. We were like 9 years old. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
they'd
Oh,
scream at us if we screwed up. Like if we threw it over first base.
I'm surprised in all Little League we haven't seen a blown out, like a blown out where there was a huge fight.
Well, they'd
or
like
something.
kick them out of the tournament. That's why.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been like 12, 13 years old, and I've made, maybe it was me or someone else made too many errors in one inning. My coach would come out, call time, and he'd pull that kid right off the field and be like,
Yeah.
let's just get somebody else in there. You can't handle
Yeah, someone
this.
else who
Yeah.
wants to play today. Let's get
Yeah.
him in there. I was playing with Josh Naylor in Cooperstown at 12 years old. That guy was hitting 350-foot home runs with metal bats, and he's like, he wasn't shaking anyone's hand going like if he was pitching. Mm-hmm. It's like loser mentality in my mind. I think
Yeah.
people agree with us too. It's not really
No,
except
yeah.
for Drew. I don't know if he agrees with
I
us.
agree with you guys. I don't know why you were setting me up to not agree with you.
That was the whole point
Yeah,
of this.
that was the
talking
point
point.
there.
Yeah.
So
I
we
thought
got-
you were saying it was the rule they had to do it.
Yeah, maybe.
I disagree with the rule, but if you have to do it, you have to do it.
Yeah.
And the MLB game there.
Another terrible job by the MLB.
Another terrible
promoting this
job by
game.
us.
I didn't even
You
know
last,
this. What?
Last week you said there wasn't.
I did not. Well, that's why.
That is exactly what you said. That's okay, and I
that
agreed
is
with you 'cause
exactly what I
didn't
said.
know.
But like, what the hell are we doing, MLB? Are we just not releasing information?
Have you
Like,
seen?
I
Did
didn't
you
know.
see the video of Shohei Ohtani? So there's, they come in to sign autographs, and there's, first of all, the old men who get autographs from athletes to sell them on eBay, losers. Their kids are the ones giving high fives, right?
Yes.
So those guys suck. But you see these two old men like on the sides. There's like 8 Little League players in the middle getting their autograph signed, and these two had to have been 50 or 60 years old. Were just holding out balls and pens like they want Shohei to sign. That shit makes me mad. But the MLB game, I didn't watch a single thing. You like the guy with the crayon bat though.
Yeah.
Our boy
Those-
Cal
those-
Quantrill, good Canadian boy, shoved
Yeah,
though. I
Cal.
saw that.
They were wearing the jerseys were interesting. They're always interesting.
Because they made them like the Little League jerseys, right?
Yeah.
So
they
that was
did.
fun. But, yeah, terrible game.
I didn't really hear much of the game. I was at a crayon bat and Shohei and Mike Trout talking to youngsters.
Yeah, I think they've only asked Mike Trout about how good Shohei is. Not like Mike Trout's not
Yeah.
also
Next
the best
season,
player.
Mike Trout's
pissed
coming
off.
out with like his best season ever. He can't stand this shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I got. We had a game last night. That's why we didn't watch. We didn't choose not to watch it. Big win though for the
Usually
boys.
I watch it. It's usually just like your typical game.
Yeah.
There's nothing really going on.
T-Mac, question 4.
Scary scene there with Chris Bassett. Do we see him returning? this
See,
season?
also, this question surprised me because we are not doctors, Jeremy.
Yeah.
No.
And also, haven't they announced they don't expect him to come back this season?
I have no
I don't know what's
fucking
happening.
clue.
Okay,
I'm pretty
all
sure
I
they
know
announced
is
that.
you got hit in the head.
They
And
announced
you
it
went
last
down.
night.
Okay, okay. So let's go. Pretend we're doctors. Okay. Do
If I'm a okay, he got hit in the head, right?
Yes.
So like, there's no way of protecting him on that mound again if he goes back out there, right?
There is.
What
Do you
would you
remember
wear?
that guy on the
no,
Mets
no, that's
with the,
the
mega
noggin,
helmet?
though. He got hit in the face, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. He could
True.
wear that hat, but it wouldn't protect his face. Like, he's not going out there in a full face shield.
Okay,
No.
Jeremy, tons of guys been hit in the face with a baseball in the MLB. Like,
He'll be
Yeah.
fine.
he'll get back
Yes,
out
I know.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
I
people
think
were
it-
talking on Twitter like he's done for the year. Oh, he had a good year.
I'm pretty
He had a
sure he's
good
done.
year.
I saw that he avoided like major surgery and shit. He probably like.
I think I got a push notification that said they don't expect to see him back this year.
Hey, who knows?
All right, I'm
T-Mac?
on it. I'm on
yeah,
it.
producer T-Mac.
Yeah, producer team. He's been great this year, so this is a huge hit for the A's after they lost their center fielder
I think
to PEDs.
he would. Well, they got a better center fielder back, and which we'll talk about here in a second. But
Sure.
This show, fellas.
What happened?
We got we got Drew saying he's out for the season. We got Jeremy throwing this on for doctors. We just had Avery say he avoided surgery. He's having surgery tomorrow. okay?
Nice.
He's going to miss the season.
Yes.
Nice.
And here's Jeremy trying to say, "What do we think, fellas? We already know. We already know the
We're
answer."
the real doctors here, right?
fancy doctors.
We're the real fantasy doctors here.
That's a good to have some fact checks there. Usually we get the fact checks in the comments after
Yes.
when we're wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw he avoided
keeps our-
major shit going wrong.
What
with
does
his
this
face.
mean for the Athletics in their push of the playoffs
This-
and their playoff?
Not
The Athletics are
hopes.
playing really well, and they just keep getting fucking terrible news.
What was the first? You think the Laureano
Yes.
news was terrible?
Huge.
Oh.
He's a great defensive center fielder that they lost and a bat. They they really don't have anyone to play in the outfield now. Like, that's good. It would have been it's
Yeah.
a pretty
Okay,
huge.
Kana, Marte,
Yeah, that's. I think they've been.
Scotty.
I don't think Piscotty's starting in that lineup. This is another fact check.
This is the issue.
That's gonna be.
We talk about so much stuff that we just don't come up with at the time.
Well, the
that
problem
it's
is
an
we're
issue.
talking about Chris Bassett. Then we got into the Oakland A's outfield.
Well,
And
Right.
then we got into being doctors. It was also an issue.
It says it's all right. It says like he's having surgery Tuesday and he's probably like 6 weeks, so he'll miss the regular season.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Watch, he's gonna play. He's gonna pitch the wild card game.
He's
Wouldn't
gonna
that
have
be
the
something?
LeBron dark mode, eh? That mask.
Oh yeah. Has a pitcher ever wore a mask on the mound?
I mean, there's no reason to. You're not. You shouldn't be hit in the face if you're a pitcher. That's why.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's
Hopefully,
like-
he wears that big bucket though.
Who was it?
That thing is
Torres.
massive.
That was we. I wish we could put up a picture.
Yeah.
We can.
Well, we can't because we
Yeah,
don't edit
our
the
editors
videos.
will-
Okay, where will the picture be,
Hopefully-
Jeremy?
Well, no,
It's not gonna go up
Yeah,
probably.
I don't even want to talk about it. But
So
it
what did
is
you
a
want to
funny
know
picture.
about their outfield? You missed
Who's
Seth
been
Brown?
playing in the outfield
Seth
for
Brown?
them?
Seth
Seth Brown. Yeah, you see, like they got Seth Brown playing. He's not very good.
But that's been fine. Chris Bassett, speedy recovery. Hope to see you
Yeah.
in the wild card game.
Pray.
Jay's not looking good to see him in the wild card game, but that's another thing.
Yep, that's for sure.
Correct. Yankees wagon.
Yep, Yankees might win the division.
Maybe they can get to 100 wins. I don't think that's true, but
If we're gonna roll any clips back, it'll be the one when me and Drew bet $50 in the Yankees.
I'm just sorry you had to cheer for the
A's.
Yankees for the rest of the season. That's the worst.
Cheering for the
There's
Yankees?
no cheering. There's no
just being a
cheering.
sharp. Just being not even a sharp.
Like Shark
actually,
Tank.
That was actually a square pick.
No pun intended with
All right.
Shark Tank.
All right. Starling Marte has 6 swipes in his past 5 games. Like, what are you saying here, Jeremy? He leads the league in the last 5 games, or does he
No.
lead the league in stolen bases?
In the in stolen base the entire league.
We are the worst fact show on YouTube.
Starling
we
Marte
say so
leads-
much shit
Starling
that we
Marte
just
leads-
don't know the answers
No,
to.
Starling
AL?
Marte leads the entire league in stolen bases.
The MLB.
That's a
Yes.
fact.
With how many?
Yeah, yes. Yes, 39.
Okay.
See, now, can you search that up? Because I believe
the fact checking will commence after the
Okay.
question is finished.
Okay, Starling Marte. Like, is he like a top 10 player next year? Like, this guy's
No.
been unreal.
Top 10
Drew,
player.
you
no.
had him as a sell high.
I know.
Yeah, bad luck.
And,
I sure hope no one
Avery.
sold high.
for like the 6 weeks after that, he was horrible.
No.
No.
Yeah,
Dude, he's been
This
really
hasn't
He's
good.
been good since the trade.
This hasn't been 6 weeks since then. Wasn't it?
Guys, he just doesn't have it right.
No. What is Marte? Who's leading the league?
You had to have known he didn't fucking have.
Who leads MLB?
Okay, let's take a guess then. I don't know why.
Merrifield?
Yeah, like Merrifield has like 15 more stolen bags.
Yeah,
than
I was
you.
gonna guess what.
Turner.
I don't know what rankings I had. How many does he have leading?
What's leading.
What's leading?
37.
I thought Marte has 39.
No.
Shit. It's definitely split between NL and AL. That's why. Give me a second.
Oh, yeah. Wow, yeah.
God,
I
that's
thought Witt
funny.
was leading in
Okay,
steals.
well,
though.
back to your question: is he top 10?
No.
No, not
Consider-
okay. That's not the question.
I said he's a top 15 outfielder next year.
Considering,
Abe, he's better than that.
isn't he gonna be 33 next year?
He was ranked top 10 before the season.
Was he?
No,
He's playing like a top 5 pick overall.
he's a 5th rounder, or 6th rounder. This
He
year.
is correct. Leading the league in stolen bases.
Nice.
Let's
Jared.
go.
Okay,
One for the
job.
good guys.
Fact guys. One for the good
okay.
guys.
Top 15? You don't put him lower? Top 10?
Maybe he's around 10 to 12, I'd say.
He's gonna be 33, and the speed is gonna start to decline.
He is going to be.
I
he
mean,
is
I
a
think
free
that's just
agent.
I think it's just a tired take saying
He's
old
leading
guys
the
are
league.
going
There's
He's leading
Yeah.
the goddamn
statistics-
league right now.
Statistics behind
to.
the
What?
speed decline.
What are the statistics?
Okay, do you want me to get
You
my
can't
phone
say
out?
their
Or-
statistics and then
Right,
just
he's
not
leading the-
tell me.
Drew, he's leading the league in steals.
All right, I'll go on my phone.
You're gonna
You guys
tell
can
me
only go so down
You're gonna
next
tell me
year.
this guy in 4 months isn't
He
gonna
just
be
had
able to
6
run
steals.
like he did
just
in
had
this year?
6 steals in 5 games.
1 second. You guys keep talking. I'm gonna find out.
Drew,
What are you
Drew
going, are you
hates
going to
Starling
baseball
Marte.
savant? Is that what
I've
this
never
race
seen
is
someone
here,
hate
Drew?
more of a guy than Drew.
Starling Marte's always been fun player.
I-
Oh, I
never-
choose him on owner's box all the time.
No. I've never liked drafting Starling Marte in a season-long league, but fuck, I might next year start.
Yeah.
It's good value. If he's a 3rd-round pick,
I don't
next
even
year,
know what you could be looking up right now, Drew, to get this information this
You're
quickly.
trying to get information on if Starling Marte is going to get slower next year.
No, I saw something before the season about how after age 32, players' speed starts to decline, so does their stolen base totals. What's wrong with that?
Well, no shit.
Well, that's what I'm
It's
trying
not
to
gonna
argue.
go up.
He's
No.
going to be 33 next year,
No.
so he could lose a lot of speed.
But
No,
okay.
Drew, this is
Drew.
it's gonna be 4 months away from the end of the season
Yeah.
to like spring training.
His speed-
How
I
is
don't
his
know.
speed just gonna rapidly
The point
decline
is,
without
it's
an
not,
injury?
Yeah, it's not going to rapidly decline. He's
not
leading the league.
rapidly decline, but like I'm
This
not
guy
gonna
is
think
leading
it's not
the
gonna
league
get
in
more.
steals.
You
Well, what
want
if
to
he's-
draft players that can outperform their ADP. You want to draft players at their absolute ceiling. If you draft Starling Marte as a top 15 batter because he had 40 steals this year, that is at his absolute ceiling.
That is a
And
whole
when he's
different argument that we just
Okay,
made
okay,
here.
okay.
What? That's
Top
what we're talking
15.
about. That's what you guys
Well,
are just saying.
No, you just
Okay.
No, you just said he's gonna rapidly decline in speed, and I
Not
disagreed. And then
rapidly, but I'm going to bet on it declining rather than increasing. Which
Sure,
is, you want to
yeah.
look for players in your drafts that are going to increase in stats, not decline from where you
I-
have to draft.
Sure,
them.
but
Yeah.
if you're
I-
leading the league in steals, pretty much the only place you can go
He's
is
going to
down.
be. He should be top 5 in steals next year.
I'll bet you he's not top 5. in
I'll
steals
bet
next
you
year.
top 10 steals.
I bet you he's not top 8 in steals next year.
I'll bet
Top
you that he's top 5 for sure.
Okay, I'll
If
bet
he
you
plays
he's
a
not
full
top 5.
season, yeah.
All right, deal. We'll see next September who's right.
All right.
And where are you drafting him in 2020 as a top 15? outfielder?
2022.
2022,
He had him top
yeah.
15 outfielder. I have him a little lower than that. I'd probably put him in my top 10.
Also, you got to think Oakland's not a good hitting park.
Is he going to
Well,
resign
he.
in Oakland?
I don't know
or
if
is
he'll
it-
resign there. I don't know if they'll be able to afford
Yeah.
him.
I thought he was
playing
under
so
control
well.
for another year for some reason.
No. They're like not even paying for him right
Where's he
now.
going to go?
He's
That's
going
a
to
good
go to
question.
like Seattle or something. They don't need him, but some weird
Minnesota.
place. Yeah, I could see him playing there. Not. I doubt he goes to a
No.
big market. He's never played
Who
for
the
a
fuck
big
would he
market.
play for? Wait, who'd you say?
Minnesota.
What? They have Byron Buxton.
They're the exact same player.
Starling Marte loves to go to random teams.
Yes,
man.
that is.
Yeah,
what
okay.
He's
Maybe
not going
the
to the
Reds.
Yankees. He's
He
going
might go to the Reds.
Yeah,
maybe.
Reds,
They do need
Twins,
an outfielder,
something
right?
like that.
They don't really have any.
T-Mac. Next
Okay.
question. Sorry,
Next
Jared, for
question.
cutting you off.
No, it's okay, man. It's okay.
Has Alec Boehm been the most disappointing fantasy player this
No.
season?
It's been Francisco Lindor.
Okay, that's a good point.
I
Lindor's been
think
terrible.
Mondesi's way more
Oh, that's
disappointing than both
Honestly,
of them.
has he even played?
He played like 6 games, I think. this
Remember
year.
when we were drafting and your quotes were, "This is gonna be an absolute sale."
If he had Mondesi, I'm telling you.
Remember you drafted
Okay,
him?
You loved
Jeremy,
him.
if
Yeah.
No,
Mondesi-
he was a do not draft for me this season.
He was a do not draft, but he liked his value.
Well,
Avery
he-
didn't pick his do not draft player.
Well, he dropped. So he was going second round in real drafts, and then
No.
he got injured, and then I took him in the 7th round of ours. I was like, that's why I took him.
Yeah.
Everyone is valuable at a certain ADP. Everyone knows that.
I know,
say-
Ave, but it's your do not draft guy.
I
Jeremy,
did-
He's still
yes.
winning the league. He's still winning the league.
I know he is.
And Mondesi hasn't fucking
And if he
played.
had Mondesi, I wouldn't have a chance. It would be
Yeah.
over.
So-
So it was a good pick. Even though he didn't
it's
play.
like it sucks. And the weeks he plays,
He was good.
he's amazing.
He was really
Yeah.
good.
And I saw Dayton Moore come out a couple weeks ago say there's just no way they can rely on Mondesi playing legit innings. So it's another
And when you-
it's
What
another
is it, a
next year
hamstring issue or
oblique.
Oh,
when you
fuck.
picked him, he was supposed to be only out the first 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he did come back, I think.
He did come back for a little
After
bit.
a
And he
month,
was really
and then
good.
got the oblique injury kind of right away, and then he strained it again. That has been
He
really
is going to
disappointing.
go so late next year. Don't you think?
No, I think his upside
No.
for steals,
You
but I don't
he's
think
a potential bounce back
maybe. But they're gonna platoon him. Like that's what they're saying. They can't trust him. They can't let him play every day because he's just gonna
with
hurt
Bobby
himself.
Witt.
No, you got to move him to second. But you got like Nicky Lopez playing second.
We got
who's been
Merrifield, too.
Sneaky, really good.
Nicky
He's gonna
Lopez has
be-
been really good, and he's young. He'll
gonna be a
probably
guy-
be starting at second base. Merrifield might be playing outfield.
Yeah.
I think Mondesi's going to be a guy you see go anywhere from the 3rd to like the 10th round. It just depends on.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
just
know,
don't
but
think
he's
anyone
in the
can
league.
trust him
No,
anymore.
I'd
It
maybe
sucks.
take him as my second shortstop, but I wouldn't trust him being my.
The upside for the steals is just so incredible, right?
Yeah. Well, now we know who's leading, right?
Yep.
Charlie Marte,
Starling Marte.
39.
Big boy Witt's up there. Alec Boehm has been fucking dog shit.
Yeah, we
option to
drafted
the
him.
minors too.
Fuck, that looks such like
Well, the problem was
that guy told us.
we were
Sandy's
between
buddy.
3 players. We let Sandy have way too much influence on
Way
that
too
draft.
much influence.
So it was between Alec Boehm, Cabrera Hayes, and Chris Bryant. And I said I want Chris
We should
Bryant.
have took Chris Bryant. Brian Hayes would have been a stretch at that.
He was going. He went in
round.
the same round.
Did he?
Yeah, and then Chris
And
Bryant
Brian
went.
Hayes has been very good though.
No, he went on the turnaround. So both of them have been kind of disappointing. I think Cabrera Hayes just isn't that amazing of a fan. He's going to be a very good professional hitter.
He's not going to be a power guy.
Exactly. He's not going to be that great of a fantasy option, I don't think. But Chris Bryant, hot stretch. There we go. One cough for Drew.
Excuse me.
He was really good at the start, then kind of slumped right before the trade deadline, and then
Yeah.
Chris Bryant's been good. He's going to San Francisco. But I just wish we took Chris Bryant there. We would have had
Yeah,
a chance.
it does suck that Alec Boems is this bad, and the Phillies actually have a playoff contending team. Not a good look.
Off the backs of the worst division of baseball, though.
Yeah,
Worst division.
that's true.
That could have been the best division if
The Mets have been a disaster right now.
I took that
Jacob
team.
DeGrom,
And
man.
the Braves have had so many injuries.
The Braves are hot as shit, though, right?
The Braves are hot. They made a couple acquisition deals that weren't really talked about.
Like
Soler
Adam
and
Duvall.
Yeah, like that have just really been paid off. For
Imagine
the
if they had
Braves
their,
right now.
their real lineup, like Soroka, Acuna.
That would have been nice.
Would have been nice.
Ian Anderson hasn't pitched in time.
Yep.
There's also a question in the Discord. It was Soler, someone else rest of the season. Fuck, who was it? But the answer was not Soler, whoever it was. So I'm sorry for forgetting.
What do you guys think that they do in like the Braves do in the offseason? Like this is their window. Like a guy like
Yeah,
Freddie
you're
Freeman
right.
at some point is going to start. Like his season hasn't been great, but like they seem like a team that's in the prime spot to win a World
They just
Series.
they're
need-
just
They need
they're
a
just an
pitcher.
arm away.
They need to sign a pitcher that can be relied upon for innings.
I mean, I hate
That
to
doesn't have an
I-
injury issue.
I hate to say this. It's like it's out of there, but Trevor Bauer's not going to be in a Dodger uniform. I don't think
I think
next
he
year.
gets traded. You're right. I think he starts the year. To be honest, I think the MLB will give him a suspension. It'll be the rest of the year he plays.
I think it's shitty. Like he's a horrible person for what's gone on. If it's true what happened, but if the Braves fucking get some discount on like Trevor Bauer, some years off that contract somehow, that's like the perfect player that they need in that rotation.
They need if they're gonna get an arm, they got to get a top arm.
Like
right?
is back
Ian Anderson's
too.
just gonna get better.
Yeah, and Soroka should hopefully be back.
How do you tear your Achilles twice?
And he
That is
tore
a-
it walking to the stadium. Second
I mean,
time.
like, I would I don't want to see footage of that, but like, imagine like
I don't think it's good for his career prospects.
Yeah, I was
either,
just
though.
gonna say you guys were talking about. I don't think he's gonna be back and like even like he might be a serviceable arm,
Yeah.
but I don't think he's gonna be anywhere near.
No,
You know,
I don't
what
think.
they
what's
wanted.
the prospect watch on the Braves? You know, any good pitchers in their
Not off the top of my head.
Okay.
They've got a deep loaded bat farm system, but I'm probably missing some arms. But there's nothing that crazy.
Yeah,
But then
they
like
need-
Kyle Muller, if he figures some things out too.
I guess Davidson,
Tucker Davidson. Yeah, we'll see.
But
Hey,
they
who knows?
definitely need to
This
sign
could
someone.
even be their year this year, right? If they figure some shit out. But like, I think they're too far back.
yeah,
They're a fun team, man. Acuna going down.
Cunha, yeah, so
That's
exciting.
screwed us too. All right, final statement. It's not even. I don't even think we had a question
think
today.
for-
just for you.
Yeah,
I think-
before we
no,
close
but-
out the show, show it to Manscaped.
Yes,
Yeah.
And let's let Avery have a moment with his sweet prince.
Tom, the
Spell
best
his name,
announcer in
please.
baseball. No,
Tom who?
Tom Brenneman. 1 year ago, as of Thursday, the most famous words ever spoken on a broadcast, and there's a deep drive to left by Castellanos. That'll be a 3-0 ball game. Might have been 4-0, but fuck.
4-0.
Was that funny? One of the best clips of all time. If you're not on Twitter, I don't think you think it's as funny as a lot of us think it is, but it's so funny. And then Jack Morris last week does a horrible impersonation of, I don't know what it was. I guess an Asian person. Like it was just, it made no sense. Jared sent it as like, what is this? I said, I have no idea what accent that was. And then he got fired. Pretty much diversity training. It's like, come on, let's get these old white men off the broadcast.
That's the worst part is that people had been bitching about how shitty of a job those guys from the Tigers had been doing for like a little bit now.
Yeah.
And it's like the way baseball is where everything's like they don't pretty much every game's locally broadcasted. There's so many dudes calling games these days and
like
get
Dennis
some wild
Eckersley.
cards.
Like I don't
Yeah.
know.
He's
I
Red
don't,
Sox, right?
Yeah, he's Red Sox. But guys like that who are old school pitchers, just like we probably don't need them on the broadcast anymore. So let's start figuring some stuff. Let's start getting a little bit younger here. Let's figure some stuff out. But Tom, I know you're broadcasting high school football in the Cincinnati area. Hopefully we get behind a mic sometime soon. You figure out those issues. As you're a man of faith, I hope God can lead you in the right direction, Tom. Get you back behind that mic.
Yep.
That's all I got, boys. Anything more from you?
No, make sure you support us by
Like, comment, subscribe.
and buying some lawnmowers.
Yeah.
Buy anything on Manscaped with code
Promo code BOX.
And
20% off and free shipping worldwide.
use promo code Drew9 to get a free entry into that 100K NFL contest.
And no, that's not Drew's personal code. That's Drew Brees.
No, it's for Drew
Yeah.
Brees.
Yeah.
Everyone out there, not me.
There we go. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We will see you next time.